All right, here's how I made 92,000 Australian dollars in a single month alone for a client across multiple businesses. Now, by the end of this video, you understand exactly how the profile funnel works through this demonstration and how I've been able to make $2.5 million for my clients and my own business just by implementing this simple system. Now let's get into it. The way the profile funnel works is it nurtures people from not knowing about you, let's do an N for not knowing, to a customer, a client, or a partner. Now, a customer is someone who buys low ticket, a client is someone who buys high ticket, and a partner is someone who takes an actual rev share within their business. Now, all you want to do is take someone from top to bottom. And I'm just going to draw this out because it's really simple to explain with a drawn visual. The way you nurture people through this funnel to being a client, partner, or customer is through content. Now you have multiple traffic sources to begin with. We're going to do T for traffic. You can have organic or paid at the same time. The way it typically works is through this really easy funnel. You can either have organic content at the top or paid ads at the top, which are direct to profile ads that go into the Reels and the Instagram profile. Now, you can have paid direct to profile ads or just top of funnel content, right? Now, this goes into your profile where you nurture people through your bio, story sequences, and highlights. No, it's very simple. Your bio explains who you help and how much you've generated and any other notable things. For example, on my Instagram, we have a very simple breakdown. I scale companies with ads. You could also add I scale companies with ads and the profile funnel. $2 million in track revenue at 19 and watch the journey with a link to a client call. And once you click that, it takes you to an actual video with a client talking about how good they've delivered the service with an 8K client. Now, that's instant authority. You're addressing your ICP, you're telling them how much revenue you've made for your clients, and then you can link it to, in your bio, a case study or a breakdown. Very easy. I'm just trying to give you as much value as possible in this short amount of time. Then story sequences, really important. We can have story sequences that actively nurture and show people what you do. And this can also be saved as highlights. For example, in 2023, I was a broke kid working at KFC. 2026, I built a consulting company doing $300K a month for clients. Now, it wasn't always like this, but trying to make money online since I was 14 with a bunch of different business models, all before building an agency and evolving into a consulting and done with you company. We're going to easily do $4 million this year just from implementing growth systems for businesses. All because I stopped chasing everything and focused on making others hundreds of thousands of dollars with my skills. The reality is, if you can provide as much value as possible to a niche market at a high ticket, you will make so much more money than anyone else. And the reality behind that is people who actually have the money to pay you need the value. They need the value, they need the implementation, right? Either upfront or behind a paywall. And the reason why it's niche is because I only speak to people doing, let's say, 30 to 50K a month. Minimum. And that's purely because I know that these people have the right identity. They have the funds to actually get the most out of the service. They have the mindset. They have the systems. In total, I know that my ICP, people that make 30 to 50K a month minimum, we've even worked with people doing millions of dollars every single month. I know for a fact that they will be able to easily make the most of the implementation or the consultation that I give them, right? For example, if a new client came to us, we want to get them to 1 million views as soon as possible, as we have. We want to niche down on their content to follow a broad audience to make as much money as possible and live the lifestyle that they want. Simple as that. For example, if they're not doing 9K days by month 3, then we're doing something wrong, and they clearly don't have the identity, the funds to spend on ads, the mindset to actually go off and do it for a long enough time, or the systems to optimize their life, right? Now, the rest of your profile, you have highlights, which I walked through here, where we go fast forward to June 2026, $2 million generated in 6 months at 19. And then it breaks down like 36K ecom drop, 17K days for agency owners. And then we scaled an info offer from 14K a month to 34K a month, which you can see the Stripe monthly recurring revenue screenshot here. So it's really simple. When you build out your profile, you get the traffic either from organic top of funnel and then later middle of funnel. You then close and nurture with story sequences and highlights. Niche down your ICP to make sure that only your ICP knows what you do with your bio. And you can link everything to case studies to further nurture. You can then incorporate either in the top of the funnel, long form content, or here with case studies and breakdowns, link long form here at this point in the funnel. And the easiest way here is you have a sub niche of this part. You have long form, and then you have book a call. This is the easiest way to go about it. So in my case, if we go to my YouTube, let's see here, and we go to, let's say this video, we go and look at my content. Let's say this is a top of funnel video. Really simple. How to be so productive you feel guilty, and it's my 300K a month productivity routine and the systems behind it. The headline, work with me and my team, link to the Calendly. Really simple. So the easiest way you can implement this is in your bio, have a way to work with you. Go and see a case study, which links to that 8K client call. Free value, which takes them to a funnel where they can either get more free value, and it's actually a lead capture form. What's your monthly revenue? Let's say 5 to 15. What's your biggest growth bottleneck? They go through this, they get a customized game plan. And if you want the same, the link will be in the description of this video. And then it just goes through, if you don't know me, my name is Connor Jenkins. I built a consulting business and done for you agency doing 300K a month in pure profit for my clients with $2.5 million cash collected this year alone. And then also if they want to ask me any questions or just ask about their business, they can shoot me a message on my Instagram, right? So the long form is either generating the traffic to the profile, or the profile and the organic Instagram content is generating the traffic to the long form. And the only way people can book with you is through the long form. Simple as that. It goes this way, right? So either you have long form into the profile, then the profile into a specific case study or breakdown where they can book in a call, then you close. You also need a nurturing page. Right? Which would look like a VSL. We do this, then case study, case study, case study, case study, case study, case study. And another thing where it's like, your call will be canceled if you don't do X, Y, Z. We notice that we get a higher close rate and show up rate when people actually confirm the call in their emails from Calendly. So it's really simple, is you have a nurture page. So they go into every single sales call. Every single sales call you go into, they're all educated, nurtured, and ready to buy. We've even had clients pay 5, 10K upfront through DMs or in WhatsApp groups purely just from the value we can actually provide them. So that's the actual funnel that we employ ourselves and in our clients' businesses to generate millions of dollars in cash collected, and how you can do it yourself. If you want someone else to implement it for you, like me and my team, you can book in a call with me and my team through the top link in the description. And if you want your free personalized game plan to your exact problem with your info, consulting, or agency, or any other service and ecom brand, you can get your game plan in the link in the description. I will see you all in the next video.